My name is Tom Du Bois. I'm an illustrator. Been illustrating since I got out of art school in 1979. Started doing storyboard illustration for television. From there I got into other things, other areas of illustration. Then that's when I ran into Cousin Dave, who brought me over to Michael Myers' agency, and he asked me if I'd be interested in taking on this work for a new client with a strange name called Konami. And I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know what this product was that they were developing. And I said, yeah, sure, you know, wherever a door opens, I'll go through it.
There were really two schools of thought. Ours was we had to have the newest information and get it to the reader first.
I liked the fact that I could do whatever I wanted without any repercussions, because if you say something bad about a company's game because you don't like it, and you legitimately don't like it, wasn't me. I don't know, what are you talking about? That was that Mysterious Sushi X guy.
See, in today's age, everything is pretty much instant. You know, within an hour that the news drops, everyone's talking about it. Back then, you know, our lead time was maybe 4 or 5 weeks.
Capcom USA wanted to have a big rollout. We go to trade show 2 months before it rolls out. Boom, it's on the cover, made some artwork, and kind of took the surprise out. And game companies didn't like that.
What's really interesting and remarkable to me is that this whole hobby and scene of retro games is predicated on 25, 30-year-old equipment.
Somehow I found that page that Kevin wrote up on the composite mod. So I did it, and then I started doing it a lot. And I would buy top loaders off eBay, modify them, and resell them.
This was my first FPGA video game board, the EP1C12 on it. So I was like going through like the parts I needed. I had designed my first cryogenic control and I took it into the class, you know, while I was in college. And I was like, well, why do I need this if I'm doing this?
Without Bob and Retro RGB, there would not be this big movement right now, or a lot more people would be lost.
I mean, originally I made it just to see if I could, and I was gonna, you know, sell 25 of them. I didn't expect people would actually pay that much to do this kind of thing.
We merged with several other studios and created a single entity called Foundation 9. So these were studios from all around the world. We had Sumo Digital, what would eventually become Double Helix, but it was called The Collective at the time, and Shiny came together. We had a studio called Amaze that came into the fold, and Kryptonite and these guys. We focused here in these studios here on Digital Eclipse and Backbone. So it kind of formed a super development house.
One of the principal owners moved away from Backbone and kind of said, hey, I'm gonna like take these guys and we're gonna start working on some stuff. We kept kind of growing the team very slowly, bit by bit. And then we got Frank involved a few years ago when we were working on Mega Man.
I want the pirates who were downloading the heck out of these games, who have been using MAME since the 90s, to recognize value in the Digital Eclipse version with all our bonus features and stuff like that, and to spend the money on that.
You know, trying to preserve and respect that original content, but also what are the things that we can do for it to help it reach a broader audience or allow people to see it in a slightly different light.